Fast X came out. It's its first weekend, and as predicted, it topped the charts this week with 67.5 million. In second place for its third weekend is Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.3 with 31.9 million. In third is Mario with 9.8 million. Fourth is Book Club, The Next Chapter with 3 million. And fifth is Evil Dead Rise with 2.37 million. So obviously, let's talk about Fast X and Guardians. Fast X, was this roundabout what you were predicting? And what do you think of the Guardians week 3 results?
Okay, well, for those that are listening, I cover the box office on the website pretty extensively. And with that, I've gone quite in depth regarding the Fast and Furious franchise with its box office, just because I find it to be very interesting on how the box office for those movies go. As for the domestic market, it's been on a downward trend since Furious 7. And this 67.5, which is I think about $1.5 million under what I predicted for the weekend. And I think it will actually get closer to my prediction when the actual figures come out tomorrow. So for this, it's the lowest since Fast and Furious 4. So it's continuing to go down. It's not, and it's lower than Fast and Furious 9, which came out during the pandemic era. So like,
oh shit,
yeah, exactly. Which was like 2001. Yeah, 2001.
2001.
Oh, 2021. Sorry, I don't like thinking about that year. Yeah. So
what, 2021 or 2001?
2021. Yeah, like 2001. It's a space odyssey for me. That was nice. Yeah, so this was expected. I don't think it's that bad or detrimental. The budget for Fast X is 340 million, so it had to make like at least 1.1 billion to turn a profit.
Yeah.
That budget is ridiculous, and in no way does it look like a $340 million film.
It's probably all the locations.
Yeah, it did open up to 318.8 million globally, which is pretty good. I think it is the third highest post-pandemic, or sixth highest, around there. Third highest of the year, I think.
Yeah.
Higher than Guardians, so that says something. The reason why Fast and Furious is interesting is because it's so skewed towards international audiences. Yeah. I think Fate the Furious made like 226 million domestically, and it made like 1.24 billion.
Yeah.
So over $1 billion internationally, and barely anything in the biggest film market in the world. So if it continues to, it's trending downwards on both, but domestically it's trending downwards really fast. This franchise or this film is not going to make $1 billion. It is going to lose money for the studio. I think it'll end up around 750 to 800. It really depends on if that cliffhanger or that the ending and the build up to the finale is going to get the old fans that have kind of like said goodbye or are sick of Fast and Furious to come back and see what they're going to do for the final thing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen, because every single week from this week, there's always new competition. So there's no room for it to do much there. And Fast and Furious, they're very leggy. They're not very leggy. They're the opposite of leggy. They are very front loaded. They don't have strong multipliers, and they don't make, they don't have really long runs.
Yeah.
It does have a long run though. Well, it seems to have a long run is Guardians 3. Yeah, that dropped less than 50% with direct competition.
Which is really good.
Yeah, it's not like The Little Mermaid, because that's kind of opposite to where the demographics lie for Guardians. So you could acknowledge why Guardians would be so high if it was Little Mermaid. But Fast X is targeting, around 18 to 35-year-old male audience.
Yeah. And
that's a large part of the MCU movies. So for it to drop less than that, that's great. It shows word of mouth is really in play there. It's catching up to Volume 2, but the way it's looking, it doesn't look like it will catch up, just because it opened so far below. Yeah, but to see this is good, because it's going to make more than Guardians 1, and I really just want this to send a message to Disney, Marvel, and be like, word of mouth is important for our success. Let's focus on making good movies, slow the production down, And yeah, I don't even know how Mario is continuing to dominate. Like I do, and I get it. It's just that it's available on digital now, so you can it's available on streaming, and it's still making good money and not not dropping significantly. That's a huge success. But yeah, otherwise the box office results are going to get very interesting for the next 3 months.
Yeah, I feel stuff like Book Club and Evil Dead Rise and all these minnow films aren't going to feature that heavily from now until probably the end of the year, really.
Evil Dead Rise did very well though for what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're just going to see it's pretty much going to be the battle of the blockbusters from here on out.
Yeah, I'd say at least until like mid-August or something. Yeah, I think there's a few quiet months, but
yeah, I think with every new film release, we pretty much know that film's going to be number one. Pretty much, but I think it'll be interesting to see the week 2 of the new movie releases to see if the older films would
how they cross over, which one has the legs and which one drops significantly.
Yeah,
man, I'm really excited because I always say this and I keep saying it to you. You know, this is the summer movie season where it's back. Ever since 2019, movies are back like to complete normalcy, pretty much.
Yeah,
and so now we're gonna it's felt like so long. And I've been so deprived as a box office, fan and someone who looked into it really hard of like all those battles and how it goes down. So we're going to get that. And June's going to be a bloodbath at the box office.
And then we got the big bloodbath, Oppenheimer v Barbie in July.
I don't know. I don't know where that comes. That's going to be exciting, especially on the back of Mission Impossible's opening.
That is the battle of the Titans.
I think Oppenheimer will win that safely.
Probably. Yeah. But still, it's just fun to hype up.